Elijah's chair. It's where we perform the circumcision ceremony. The godfather sits on this chair, and the child is on his knees, and the circumciser.
And up to date now, after 8 days,
8 days.
Even now, 8 days, the child is circumcised.
Yeah, that is the rule. If the child is sick, they can be bathed. Now, circumcision is common among many other cultures and other religions. Islam, they circumcised at age 13 because Ishmael was circumcised, Abraham's other son, was circumcised at age 13, but Isaac, 8 days.
And Mike, I will ask you a question about the Messiah. Why Jewish people don't consider Jesus as a Messiah?
If the Messiah were here, there would be no war in the world. This is a promise.
Yeah.
Okay. That is one thing for certain.
Yeah.
The other thing is traditional Judaism, although it believes in the word Messiah. What does Messiah mean? Anointed. It means the king.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have kings anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus, was not the king of Judea.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one thing. When Christians say Son of God, right?
Yeah.
We're all sons of God.
Yes.
He was a man, he was even a rabbi, just like other rabbis. But there are many.
Mm-hmm. So this is why.
But you know, it was a kind of reformation.
Yeah.
The Christians observe Sunday as their Sabbath or their Shabbat.
Yes.
It's to be different from the Jewish Sabbath. But the entire idea of having a Sabbath, this was not known until the Torah. Everyone worked every day. You know, if you keep animals, you feed them every day. If you are, when did we learn to enjoy the Sabbath?
Yeah.
From the Exodus, the manna, which fell, the people ate. It was a miracle. Every day they had to go to pick. Mm-hmm. It didn't fall on the Sabbath. On the day before, you must pick twice the amount. Mm-hmm. But if you pick it other days of the week, more than you need, it would go rotten and make worms. But for the Sabbath, no. You cook it, you prepare it, you make it, so you are ready for a day of resting. Mm-hmm. And that teaches us that you have to learn to manage crisis. You have to plan ahead. You have the Sabbath, as described in Genesis, God rested.
Yes.
Okay? And what is man? Man was created right before God rested. Man, the pinnacle of creation, the most intelligent, the most masterful, But man was a piece of dirt in the ground. We are still just a piece of dirt in the ground. We all died, we turned to the worms.
Yeah.
But because God rested on the seventh day, He taught man to mimic Him. Do what I do. I am the God. I rest on the seventh day. You also rest on the seventh day. When God gave Adam and Eve their first clothes, you too should give clothes to those who are naked. God gave food to the people. You too should give. The story of the burial of Moses. No one knows where he's buried, or no one buried him. Okay. As he buried Moses, so you are obligated to bury the dead. Okay. You follow, you mimic the deeds of the
God.
good God. No,
And sometimes I wonder.
he says,
Yeah.
be just.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't see the justice,
Yeah.
but we don't always see the bigger picture of what is fair, what is just, what is right, and what's not. And we are supposed to mimic the attributes of God as given in the Bible. Now, as you ask again about Jesus, a man is just a man, cannot be a God. And when people pray to another man, it is like slavery in a way. It is a misdirection. But look, the role of Christianity and later Islam in the world was basically to bring monotheism to other parts of the world. The Jews are not going to go out to be missionaries, to proselytize, to make other people Jews. We are not interested in that. We are not commanded to do that. We are commanded to set the example of how to behave properly, to give the laws that are honest and right and just. And if Christianity and Islam adopt these laws as well, wonderful. Because the rule of idolatry and pagan society was simply a celebration of the flesh. It's good for me, everything else can be shit. That's not the Jewish way. And I would say there is resentment from both in Islam and in Christianity that when they reveal the truth about God, that the Jews didn't immediately accept this as being the final truth. No, we are very obstinate. We believe in the covenant that we have with them. And so when we talk that the New Testament was first written in Aramaic, and then in Latin. And the Latin came later. And the next translation from the Latin was into German, Gutenberg, into German. And that brought around the Reformation. So you have your Orthodox, your Catholic, and your Protestant who are Reformed Christian. And then all sorts of different sects. But still, then it was accepted in the Reforms that you read the Bible in the language that you speak and not in the ancient text and the sacred text. And even the Catholic Church, they prayed in Latin and read Bible in Latin until the 1960s. Then they said, it's really important that people understand what we are saying.
Yes. Because we are only reciting something which we don't understand.
Yeah, but there is also a sort of mystery about prayer that sometimes you don't understand every single word until a certain occasion arises and then you understand it. Like when I read the book of Psalms or the Psalms in the morning prayers, it says, my soul to God is like the guard who waits for morning. Well, until I was a soldier, I didn't know what this anticipation, this level of anticipation was. And then the psalm became absolutely clear. What this, this longing is, it's like the way someone who was on guard duty all night, it waits for the morning to come. It's a wonderful poetic explanation. But someone who reads this every day doesn't always think that, this is... Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
There are certain prayers in the synagogue that are sung by the cantor or the reader or the congregations. And I bet you that people do not understand every word.
Exactly.
But part of the job of the reader or the cantor is in his music, in his chanting, to give meaning. So if you don't know what the word means, but the music will give you, or the association will give you a meaning, or having done this a couple of times, you would realize there is something there that you want to that you understand or you want to understand.
Yes.
Right. So again, that's sort of the role of the person who leads or who does reading. He is supposed to make it available to the congregation,
to connect and understand.
Because we are not all great scholars. Most of us are ignorant all the time.